Are we, I think, yep. Yep, we are. Hold on. Let's see now. I guess I'll have to do it this way. Hello, everybody. I know nobody's watching, but for the future, hello. If anyone watches this in the future, which I highly doubt, it is 11:50. New Year's Eve 2024 is almost at an end. Wow. This year went way too quickly for my liking. I I gotta tell you, it's weird because 1 year ago, like at this exact time, I was down in Florida in a Disney park getting off my shift. And I got off my shift just in time to to ring in the new year with all the guests and see the fireworks and this and it was amazing experience, especially since I didn't have to pay for it. Contrast that to this year, I'm down in my basement playing a video game. It's actually a pretty good game. It's called Limbo. Hard as hell though. It's fucking hard as hell. Not this level, but there was a level maybe an hour ago that I was stuck on for a good 20 minutes. I would definitely not consider myself a good gamer. I'm not good at gaming at all. But my uncle gave me a Xbox. Here, Xbox Game Pass gift card this year, like the Ultimate Game Pass. That was my Christmas present from my aunt and uncle. And if you're unfamiliar with the Game Pass, basically the Ultimate gives like almost unlimited access to most of the games in the Xbox catalog. So it's very nice that they did that, and it's a very nice way for me to get back into gaming a bit because I got the Xbox about 2021, so that's 3 years. God, that's 3 years. And I will say that just through a combination of being really busy, working, spending time with friends, making videos, I have not gotten that many chances to use the Xbox. But on that note, I am very interested in getting into it more. I don't think I would ever like do let's play content or anything like that because I'll just be honest. Besides a few select creators, like Markiplier is always good. I used to like PewDiePie a bit, not all that much. And then every once in a while, when he was alive, I would watch Technoblade because out of that crew, he seemed to be like the best one, along with oh, what's his name? Tommy in it. Like I'm not the biggest fan of gaming content, but every once in a while I will watch one of those videos, mostly Markiplier if I'm gonna watch a gaming video. But point is, it's not really something that I can see myself getting into. Anyway, New Year's Eve, and what a year it has been. I'm not gonna wax lyrical about world events because so much can be said about world events this year. It's fucking crazy. Um, So much happened this year. I'm not even going to get into it because don't want to get definitely political. I, most of you probably know my leaning, but yeah, I, let's just say I wasn't happy with it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about myself. I know I'm so selfish. I'm going to talk about myself for a couple minutes since there's 5 minutes of the year left, and just a year in review kind of thing. So I gotta tell you, at the start of this year, I was not doing that great. It was a funk that had carried through in 2023. My job was giving me a lot of stress, and I just didn't feel like I was necessarily ready to make videos in the state that I was. But when I got back home, for a few months, I was in a creative boom. Like some of my favorite videos, I think, ever, I put out this year, including something that I think is a gonna be a watershed moment for this channel, and we'll talk about that more in a couple of minutes. The Napoleon the 14th video, which I don't think I ever mentioned this. Uh, a friend of Jerry Samuels actually commented on the post I made on Reddit, and he said that he was going to pass the video on to Jerry Samuels' wife and his former manager. I'm not sure what came of that. I never followed up or anything. But if that's true, I really hope it is, because I want them to see like people still care about him, and interesting story. That same guy said that Jerry was at a Weird Al concert, and Weird Al actually played one of his songs, "Marching Off to Bedlam," while Jerry was in the audience, and I just thought that was a really cool story. We've done a couple other cool things this year, like the longest video we've ever put up on this channel, which is the ranking of every single episode of the Idiots in a Room podcast. Now, I'm hoping, and we're going to talk about this a bit more in a minute, that my next video after this one here, and probably one more, again, we'll talk about that. I think the next big video I make is going to surpass the the Idiots in a Room ranking video by a long shot. I think it is going to probably be the longest thing I've ever made. Period. Happy New Year, French. I'm really excited to show it to y'all. I've been writing it since October. So yeah, I'm just really excited. Oh, it's 11:59. Jesus fuck. All right. I'm gonna warn you. I'm gonna sing when when it hits 12 o'clock. Just telling you all right now. I'm gonna sing the New Year song. So I'm just watching the clock now. I can't see a countdown on my screen, so I'm not gonna try because I'll probably get it wrong. Happy New Year! May all acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind. Should all acquaintance be forgot and days of auld lang syne For auld lang syne, my dear, for auld lang syne, we'll take the cup of kindness yet for auld lang syne. Uh, yeah, album coming soon. So now it's the new year, and I'm going to talk for a couple of seconds about the future of this channel, because I've made hints towards the topic of the next video, and now I'm just going to reveal what it is because I'm sure some people have already figured it out, and it's like, why bother just keeping it a secret? The next video, at least long video I'm going to make, because I'll probably do like a proper announcement video maybe tomorrow, like before I go to work. Anyway, the next big video is going to be every Tally Hall song ranked. And you can actually thank Doug for this idea because he got me onto Tally Hall like big time. I am a genuine fan of Tally Hall. Uh, and I really wanted to do this ranking because I've seen I'm part of the Tally Hall subreddit, and I've seen a shitload of tier lists done by people on the subreddit, and my biggest problem with the tier lists is that they'll put songs that I really like in like low tiers, and then songs I'm not so hot on in high tiers. Which I mean is like, everyone's opinion is subjective, but I don't think it's great in that case because they're just uploading their an image of their tier list onto Reddit and just leaving it there without really explaining their thinking of like why each song is good or bad. And then I've seen ranking videos on YouTube of all the songs. And while those videos are good, their biggest problem is either A, they go way too far trying to rank literally everything that's connected to the band, or B, they don't go far enough and they only rank like the three mainline albums that most of the Tally Hall community knows. So I kind of I'm doing a middle ground where, yes, I review those albums, but then I also review like select demos and covers and things like that. I've narrowed the list down to 60, and I'm this is where it really gets annoying because when I first started my list, it was the three mainline albums, the two official singles, three official singles, excuse me, three demos, and Shia LaBeouf. And I thought, okay, that's a good video. That's fine. And with what I have right now, I should be able to get the video out in November. But then two things happened. One, I started back at my old job at KFC, and basically what's going on there is I'm kind of I don't want to like speak too freely about it, but I will say that I am in line for a major promotion very quickly. So a lot of my time is being focused on that, trying to build up my credit at work. And then the other thing that happened was when I was starting to write the video and do the research, I found a whole bunch of other demos that like are just so damn good. And then there are some that are just like, holy shit, I gotta talk about these because holy shit. So it seemed like for a couple weeks I just kept finding Tally Hall songs. And I finally narrowed the list out to 60, which I thought was a good number. And I'm like, okay, there can't be any more. And then just today, I'm looking at a tier list on Reddit, and I see a song that I've never heard of before, and I look it up, and I'm like, oh no, what do I have to find 10 more arbitrarily and move the list up to 70? I don't want to do that. So now I'm kind of in this quandary of like, oh God, how do I do this? I want to get the video out, but I don't want to like, I don't want to miss anything because I don't want to piss off the fans. I don't know. So right now, there are a couple things I have to do. First of all is I have to finish writing it, obviously, which I'm pretty close to being like 75% done with the writing process. So that part should be easy. What's not easy is that I kind of want to have all the vinyls so that I can use them in the video. And to get the vinyls, it's not that hard. I just have to order them, but one of them doesn't ship until February 28th because it's a pre-order. So I'm like, oh no, what do I do? And I think what I've figured out is I will have to order it, film everything relating to the video before I get that vinyl in hand. Then when I get that vinyl in hand, film the rest of the video that I need with the vinyl, then edit it all together, and then have it up sometime in March. That's what I'm thinking. So that's probably when you're going to see this video. And then after that, there's well, it depends on how the video does. I have one more ranking video in in mind that is happening. It's already started pre-production. So you're definitely getting two ranking videos. And depending on how they go, I might make more. Because I'm a big fan of ranking videos. I love ranking videos. But if I'm going to make them myself, I want to make sure that they are the best damn videos I could ever make. Because it's not talking about my own work, it's talking about other people's work. And I want to make damn sure that I am giving other people's work the respect and time that it deserves, and not just blow something off. You know, try to get it out as fast as possible. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm going with this channel, I think. You're still gonna see Chris try stuff. You're still gonna see Idiots in a Room podcast occasionally. But the one other thing I want to impress upon everybody this year is that this channel is about to be 5 years old. And if you look at the history of this channel, there's not really much. Sorry. There's not really much that I can be proud of on this channel. I mean, there are great videos on here. Disappointing Your Parents again. A lot of the later Idiots in a Room podcasts are really great. And then most of the videos in 2024 I'm very proud of. But a lot of my content on here is just low effort content. I sit in front of a camera, I talk, I upload the full thing with barely any editing, and I call it a day and expect people to watch. Nobody's going to watch those types of videos because people demand Let me put it to you this way. Uh, Doug Walker, in one of his recent videos, he talked about how a show or movie or piece of content in our landscape, because there's so much nowadays, everything is trying to grab for your attention at once, and it's almost impossible. So anything that comes out these days has to be just like perfect, or at least like so above average that it makes everybody kind of stop and go, whoa, like this is really good. So that is what my videos are going to aspire to be. And that's what I'm going to aspire to do. Make everything I make a cut above the rest. So essentially, consider this live stream here the very last piece of low effort content you're going to see on this channel. And I think a lot of people are going to be happy with that. Me putting in a lot more time and effort into a single video rather than like creating a schedule of videos, trying to hold myself to that schedule, and like just over exuding myself and trying to please myself of what I'm putting out instead of what I'm actually making. So if you see a longer gap between videos, that's not because I'm lazy. That's not because, I'm quitting. It's not because, I just am whatever. It's because I'm trying to put in the most effort possible into whatever I'm making so that I know in my heart of hearts that I did something really good. And I know that the people that are watching, you guys, are going to actually genuinely enjoy it, because I don't want to make my viewers feel like I'm just pushing out stuff that's going to clog up your subscription feeds. So yeah, that's basically all I wanted to say here. Like I said, I'm going to make a more polished video probably tomorrow. That will just quickly go over the points I've made here today in a better way. It might come out later. I'm not entirely sure. I work like the next 3 or 4 days in a row. I do want to say that you're going to see a lot more of Doug. Right now, Doug is like the closest distance wise to me, and it's a lot easier when I need him for videos and stuff to get him over here, and then we can film stuff. So he's going to be here a lot more. You're also going to see Nick, but since he's in the Twin Cities, it's an easier drive than Fargo, where he was before. Excuse me, but it's still kind of hard to coordinate schedules because that still is a pretty good drive. So yeah, you're gonna see Nick, but maybe not as frequently as he was in the past, because we don't want to do any more audio podcasts. Those, or even just like computer podcasts, where, or like Zoom podcasts. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's essentially all I'm gonna say tonight, because now it's 12:15, and I've been talking for almost 25 minutes. So I'm just going to end this at exactly 25 minutes to make myself feel better, I guess. Uh, I know I saw some people watching. Nobody's watching now, but thank you to the people who did watch this stream of me just blabbering and giving updates. And Happy New Year. Happy New Year to all of you. This is going to be a really great year in some ways, not always. But for this channel, it's going to be great. 5 years of C.A.F.E coming in May. So, yeah. All right. Happy New Year.